All right, in the past few years, mobile devices, they've come from a luxury to really a necessity. And that means, what that means for us is more radiation exposed to our body. Yes, here to tell us what we can do to minimize that potentially harmful effect is Haim Einhorn. He's the CEO of Easy Technologies, and Dr. Nachaat. He's a biomedical researcher. How are you doing? You guys doing? How are you doing, Haim?
Very well, thank you.
Nachaat, how are you doing, sir? You doing okay? Okay, now, a lot of folks may not know that these cell phones, they do emit radiation. How important is this to the general public?
Very important. We have found out that because it's something that you don't see and you don't feel, basically you don't know. But on the other hand, as we say, there is no smoke without a fire. And there is so many research has been published lately about the biological effects that people should really take attention, and precaution. And what we have developed after 20 years of research and 3 years to actually bringing the product is a little chip that we put it on the phone, and what it does, excuse me, is reduces the radiation. We found an FCC certified lab test up to 80% of the SAR, which Dr. Mazeh will explain exactly more what it is.
This is going to be shocking to some of the viewers. They're like, I've never even heard of this before. You mean these cell phones, they emit radiation? Why haven't I heard about this, and how is that affecting, say, my children? Because they're smaller.
Cell phone emit radiation, and the fact that you have an SAR test, which stands for specific absorption rate, that basically how the FCC qualifies or classifies a phone to be sold in the market. It has to meet certain criteria. And these tests are done, so radiation is being emitted. There's only one very important message. There is a huge difference between radiation emitted when you do the test on a phone and a robot or real life outside in the real world.
Okay, and doctor, how can we keep ourselves safe from this radiation?
The FCC has steps, in their guidelines, they specifically mention that you have to keep it the less possible on your head.
Okay, so we've got a picture here. What exactly are we seeing here, doctor?
This is the radiation that propagates into the brain, and if you look at the adult and compare it to the children, you have almost 5 times more radiation in a child than in an adult.
Okay, so this chip can reduce, how much can it reduce this radiation?
This chip reduces the absorption energy into the brain by up to 80%. It depends on the phone model.
80%?
Yes, and we have these certified.
Now, so my question is, will that affect my reception on my telephone?
Not at all. We have done a test for that too. Very good question.
Okay. So
not at all.
So why not get this?
Why not get this? Why not get this? Everybody that is really concerned about the younger generation should definitely get this.
Okay. Well, there is the phone number, bodywellchip.com, cell phone safety. That's what we're talking about today, and I want to thank you guys for coming on and exposing this. A lot of folks don't know about this.
That is true. Okay. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you so